This week we're putting the finishing touches on our kitchen and living room.
And these little things are causing me a big pain in my ass.
So we've done a ton of work in our kitchen by putting in the cabinets and the countertops, but we still need to finish this custom coffee bar along with our backsplash. And plus we've been neglecting the living room. We gotta get the stone and the mantle on the fireplace, and we need to finish these surrounding built-ins.
Jeez, that's a lot of ands.
That's a lot.
And a lot of work.
Today we are finishing up our coffee bar at the end of our refrigerator wall here. So for our inspiration pictures, we had floating shelves that should be going up this wall. Our issue is that we can't figure out how to screw in the shelves without showing the screws through the finished sides of the cabinetry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build the cabinetry on a table first, and then we're gonna screw it in all together. So this is the right side, the right panel of our coffee bar. So this is the part that we'll be showing if you're sitting at our kitchen table. We're taking screws at an angle going this way, making sure that the screws are short enough so that they don't protrude out this side. Just to make sure none of our shelves have stability issues, we added a cleat under this shelf, and we'll continue to do it for every shelf going forward. It just provides support so that if we put any extra heavy object on these shelves, they won't fall. Now that these shelves are built, we have to add a cleat to the wall so it has something to screw into.
We got to make sure we're tight up to the ceiling and tight on the back wall. Ready? Paris, me and you? Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, our wire. Oh shit.
Where's it
bring
going?
it down, bring it down.
Fine.
Well, Paris, if she's flush here and the soffit is not square to this, there's nothing you can do. All right, let me pull the screw up. We're going to take it down and see what the hell happened. Might as well do it right. Yeah, hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, Lisa, you should have known I was putting a 5.5 there. It's like your toes.
The days are getting long, we don't have any lights, so it gets really dark very quickly, and we continue to make mistakes.
I honestly can't see shit. Let's get this sucker up.
At this point, I think the cabinet is secure enough. We'll come back to it in the morning.
While we're finishing up this coffee bar, our favorite masons are here to put the stone on our fireplace. They'll be using the leftover stone from the exterior of our house.
So our coffee bar is one of those things that's very custom in our kitchen because we wanted to make it the exact dimensions that fit in here and the look that Lisa wanted. So we had to build it ourselves instead of getting a pre-built shelving unit. We're gonna have the light coming out the top, and we have the 3 shelves here, open concept, still a little bit more work to be done on it, but this is one of those things that you can think about and add into your house.
Moving back into the living room, unfortunately the masons just ran out of stone, so we're gonna have to put in another stone order.
Just can't get the number right. You just can't count.
Life of a builder.
While we wait for the stone to be finished, we're gonna start working on the built-ins.
For these built-ins, we'll be using the same stained cabinetry as our kitchen. We're gonna have 2 base cabinets with shelves above and a partition in between.
So just like our coffee bar, for these built-ins, we ordered panels and different pieces of wood that are pre-stained. Essentially, it's like going to a lumberyard, but it's pre-stained to the exact color of our other cabinets. And we can use these to make the cabinets and the shelves that we're looking for.
All right, let's take a break from these built-ins. I just got a call that our stone is ready, and we'll go and pick up our reclaimed beam mantle at the same time. You're a strong, strong man. Perfect, I love it.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, I'll help you.
Yeah, please.
All right, the guys were finally able to finish the stone, and we finally finished those built-ins.
I am not a finished carpenter at all, but Lisa had faith in me to do this. But half the time I was thinking, should we have just purchased these from the cabinet store? In the end, I think we did a pretty good job and they look pretty good.
I think they look amazing. Can you imagine all the decor and all the pictures we're gonna put on there?
Very nice.
All right, last thing to do is hang up this mantle. I am loving the way our living room has turned out with the tongue and groove on the ceiling, the stone on our fireplace, the reclaimed beam, the stained cabinetry. It's looking amazing, and I'm so excited to add in the furniture, the lighting, and all the decor.
All right, before we do that, let's get the backsplash done in the kitchen.
Today we're tiling our backsplash. Ferris, did you miss this? Did you miss the tile?
I'm a professional backsplasher.
For our backsplash, we're using this white zellige tile. We got it from Floor & Decor. So the difference between a zellige and a ceramic tile is that ceramic is manufactured versus zellige is handmade. That means that every single little piece is going to be slightly different. Just add some variation. You can kind of see it in the light. It just adds a nice texture to our home. Okay, so we're running into our first little issue. And this kind of reminds me when we did the tile in the mudroom area around that vent. And Ferris maybe got a little lazy and didn't cut it out of the tile properly. Look at that. Tile master, man.
We'll see that. Should work. That will work.
Yeah, I think that looks a lot better.
I don't have to do so many more of those though.
Ferris, what were you thinking?
Oh, this is annoying, bro. I'm gonna have to do it again the same way.
I know. Whatever helps you cope, honey. I would have looked at that every day.
When in doubt, make it right. The custom coffee bar took me a long time just to build the damn thing, but I didn't realize all the intricate cuts I'll have to make for this backsplash to go in between each shelving unit. Lisa, you're putting me to work.
All right.
This was just the start of my cuts. Little did I know how many intricate cuts I'm gonna have to make in the future. Lisa, why didn't we just put a panel on the back of the coffee bar?
Well, because the tile looks 10 times better. You're doing great, honey. You're doing great. The range wall will be easier.
The next project's always easier.
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, we'd never get to the next one. So for this range wall portion, we have to put in the outlets before we can backsplash. We've already tried to put them in once and had a little issue with the ductwork behind, so now we're on to try 2.
I just want to make sure that I don't, because there's a support bar for the ductwork right here. Like literally like just like a small little piece of metal that goes right there.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I avoid that again. And I'm going low enough, so I'm just going to go a little bit lower than what I think it needs to have.
And it has to go how many feet away from the range?
2 feet, it has to be within 2 feet of the range. So I could go farther out just a little bit, but we're getting close to that 2 feet mark.
Nice. Now that we have our outlets in, we can start backsplashing. So we started these tiles on the center of this range wall so that it would be symmetrical and we'd have even cuts on the sides.
There's a few cuts that we need to make around the electrical boxes, but no big deal.
Honestly, the worst part about this wall was that we both came down with the flu.
Thanks to Jerry.
Yes, Jerry gave it to us, so the whole family had it. And our speed was just a little extra slow that day.
So once Jerry recovered and I was down with the flu, he took my place and finished the job.
But notice how I never disappeared. Now it's just time to grout this and get this backsplash complete. And the grout has finally dried. I think it looks beautiful. It has some sheens of silver. We use the same Mapei FA grout that we did in our bathrooms in the color frost. So it adds a little bit of gray, which I think goes really well with our quartz countertops. And I'm super happy how it turned out, especially with the stone and the wood beam. We did a ton of work in our kitchen and our living room. It's not done, but it's one step closer to being finished.
In the next video, we're putting the final touches on the exterior of our home. Hopefully we finish it, but if we don't, we'll still be here and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.